Found a video of the shaman writing the note. Really?
He's walking to from making his way to the Senate dais, even leaving a threatening note for Vice
cute.
President Mike Pence.
Oh, it is here.
Only a matter of time. Justice is coming.
Do you have any regrets about your participation last January 6th?
In retrospect, one thing I can say that I regret is not working to ensure that there was far more peace on that day. Had I known what was going to happen, I would have stepped in before any barricades were breached. I actually tried to, on more than one occasion, tried to calm the crowd, but it just didn't work.
He blames the media for portraying him as eccentric, even unhinged.
You're a grown man. You chose to go to the Capitol that day. Many people look at you as the face of January 6th and are appalled. What is your response to those people?
As far as being quote-unquote the face, that's something that the media made me. I didn't make myself anything.
I also spoke to his mother, Martha Chansley, who nodded approvingly at everything he said. She's standing by her son.
He was invited to go to the Capitol.
Oh my God, by Donald Trump. She's going to say it. I don't think I'm having this storyline when I do this video, that these people showed up because of Trump. But it's a good line.
Invited him.
So he went, well, President Trump invited everybody to go there. I feel really passionate about how wrong I think it is that he is even doing any time at all.
Now the QAnon shaman and his mother wonder what the future will be when he finally gets out after his role in one of the most shameful episodes in U.S. history.
Cringe. Okay. Oh, good friend. Fuentes.
That's right. You heard it here first. Mike Pence has betrayed the United States of America. That's you, Mike Pence. Mike Pence has betrayed this president, and he has betrayed the people of the United States, and we will never, ever forget. The police of Washington, D.C. are on the Capitol right now shooting tear gas at Trump supporters. Trump supporters are the only people in this country that back the blue, but the blue does not back us, so we're done backing them. If the police want to pepper spray and tear gas Trump supporters, then they can try their luck with Black Lives Matter and Antifa. I'm not supporting them. And look at that, we have taken over the Capitol building.
Okay. Bum 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 bum. Wait, the vice president has no powers of the president unless the president is dead, right? It's a totally separate office, I think, right? I think it's a totally separate office. Okay. Oh, it's, yeah, right here. Miller clarified he did not order means he's not in the chain of command. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Hmm. What part next? I'll do a highlight. I'll write this out. Compiling all this. I need to figure out how I want to like weave these all together. Okay. Okay, listen. Okay, outsourcing work. For the voter fraud lies, I think it would be good to focus on the most obvious. I need lies that I can follow like the entire source from start to finish. Like the ones that are like some of the like ones that pop up in good spots. So like I think and get referenced a lot. I think there's a good one with the Pennsylvania. That's a horrible misspelling. 105K through or slash 150K votes lied about, or no, I'm sorry, votes not registered with the state. There's more like votes than registered voters or whatever. There are the Georgia, the Ruby Freeman lies, and the black box. I'm trying to think of like what are like the other largest. Oh, the Dominion lies. That's true. Dominion voting machine lies. Oh, Georgia is Ruby Freeman in the black box and the burst pipe. Pennsylvania, Georgia, and the Dominion stuff. Whoops. Anything else? People who moved out of Georgia. I think these are like the really big ones. Oh, maybe the big dumps in Michigan. What is this? Did Donovan Sharp get banned from YouTube? What was I emailed this? 9-minute video.
You'll have lifetime access to it. I'm not tripping about that, but
Oh no, what happened?
Sharp getting.
Hold on, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. And we're watching this while we eat. Hold on. Yes. Oh. All right. What is this? How's our boy doing?
For the
Oh, it's incredibly quiet. Yes.
drawing a blank here. Yeah. Welcome to the daily blah 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 blah. Oh, God. Hang on a second. Yeah. Anyway, good Lord, man. I swear to God. So, before I get started here, guys, I think that I've sort of come to a decision of the whole this whole Donovan Sharp thing, whatever the case may be. Whatever. So, number one, Donovan Sharp's not going away. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. But it's been pretty clear it's been fairly clear for a while that this just isn't profitable for me anymore. I'm just not. I don't know. I just not that. I don't know. It's kind of a tough thing, kind of a tough pill to swallow. But it is what it is. I'm not.
Give a lore recap for a viewer. He's just a loser red pill fuck guy, who lies about everything he does, and is kind of gross.
Not really tripping, but I've got a couple. I've got a couple of side businesses that are doing very, very well for me actually, and so like I said, I'm never gonna stop being Donovan Sharp. I'm still going to. I'm still gonna do live streams. I'm still gonna do breakdowns. But as far as books and courses and all that good stuff, I'm probably just gonna stop selling that stuff. And the reason for this, the reason I'm doing this is because I've been suppressed by the algorithm forever. Devin's ex-husband Brian he's just been all over the channel. You guys remember Anthony Johnson he's gotten my channel taken down 5 or 6 times. To be quite honest with you guys, it really is getting to the point to where it's just a labor of love at this point. I'm never gonna crack 173,000 subscribers. I've been 173,000 subscribers forever, guys. I'm not getting to 174. I'm not getting to 200. I'm not getting to 250. I've tried literally everything. I've tried everything, guys. I've tried changing up my content. I've tried this. I've tried that, and it just hasn't worked. And I'm tired of spinning my wheels, and I'm tired of experimenting with new things. So I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I'll do my daily, dating show breakdowns. I'll do my Sunday Zoom calls. I'll do my podcast style. But as you guys know, I've been doing it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Listen, if you have womanese already, guys, if you have womanese, guys, then yeah, you'll have lifetime access to it. I'm not tripping about that, but, yeah, King Lice says, I definitely think it's the hit pieces. Yeah, it's been pretty bad for a while, guys. It all started with Anthony Johnson back in 2021. He's just been absolutely fucking relentless. It's been, 2021, and it's now 2024. It's been 3 straight years of this nonsense. I remember when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I was on the rise. I was,
Is this the guy who does the what she's actually saying videos? Yes. The guy who does these skits.
Honey, I'm off to work. How do I look?
Looking good, hot stuff.
And how do I smell?
Like an oasis of feminine effervescence.
You like my hair?
As always.
Thanks, honey. You always make me feel like $1,000,000.
That's my girl.
Okay, I'm off to work. I'll see you when I get home.
Oh boy.
Hey, I'm home.
Pardon my language here, baby, but what the f is going on here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that better?
What you just witnessed was the sloppy work seconds, and here's how it works.
Your woman gets all showered and dressed up for work.
Her hair's done.
Her makeup's on point.
She smells like a rose garden or feminine effervescence.
Her lipstick is perfect.
And she's wearing heels to flatter her backside.
She looks and smells great all day long at work.
Until she comes back to you from work.
Her hair is in a sloppy ponytail.
Her makeup is all smudged or taken off.
She smells like a mix between her sweat and her deodorant.
Her lipstick has completely worn off.
From what? We can only speculate.
And she's either wearing flip-flops or tennis shoes.
So your woman looks and smells her best for her boss and her coworkers.
But as soon as she gets home, she looks like she rolled out of bed.
And then, to make matters even worse,
she only showers before work, but never after she gets home.
Guys, ask yourselves this.
Does your woman look her best for you?
Or for her boss and or coworkers?
If the answer is the latter,
And you, my friend, are getting sloppy work seconds.
the latter,
All of these
Hey,
are
that's
so.
what-
All of these are so good.
Street Outlaws tonight.
street outlaws.
Yeah, it's about illegal street racing in Oklahoma City.
Okay. What you listening to?
Sean Paul.
By the way, we're going to replace our lawnmower this year. It's getting old.
Solid. Let's get it.
Solid?
Yeah, that's what I said. Hey, let's order jerk chicken for dinner tonight.
Jerk chicken?
Yeah.
I thought you hated Jamaican food.
Well, sometimes things change.
If your woman's interests, beliefs, and preferences just all of a sudden change out of the blue,
Then a man who shares these new interests of hers has her sexual attention.
men that women are really interested in indirectly influence their thoughts, their actions, and sometimes even their characteristics.
It is very common for women to mimic a romantic interest.
Modern women rarely have their own steadfast beliefs, interests, or habits.
They believe what the strongest men in their lives believe.
And their habits, interests, and hobbies are dictated by whatever is trending or whatever's popular.
This doesn't make us terrible people.
But this can be a sign that your woman is being unfaithful.
Yes, women do change interests from time to time without the influence of a sexual interest.
But in this day and age, there's a better than average chance that your woman is mimicking a man she wants to pursue.
This is why you have to pay attention, guys.
Countless men have been blindsided by their wives or girlfriends cheating
Why?
because they didn't notice the sudden shift in her beliefs, habits, or hobbies.
Modern women emulate the men that they respect, love, and desire.
Law number 41 of the 49 Laws of Sharp states,
She rarely has her own beliefs. She usually believes what the strongest man in her life believes.
any man who keeps this in mind and pays attention
Will drastically reduce his odds of getting sucker punched by his woman's infidelity.
I love their. I love their wedding vows. Fuck. I don't know how much of the footage they have in their video.
If you don't know who Donovan Sharp is, he's considered a red pill guru, one of the leaders in the.
Going to give the camera to our guy. Here we go. All right, we're live. No, you can turn it around. There you go. You ready? Let's go.
Sorry.
Oh no.
I don't know if that's not the most poetic thing ever, but a red pill wedding would be filmed upside down.
He did say turn it around. So, I mean, it is.
You can't make this up. That is poetry. So this is literally titled "A Red Pilled Wedding."
Okay.
I can't. All these high value men, and they still don't know how to not fucking invert this fucking video.
They don't know how to operate a camera.
I mean, I understand marriage isn't a big deal to you guys, but
that's a skit. That's a skit.
They look like they're in a hotel lobby.
That's a skit.
Okay.
It says orientation is locked here, too.
Yeah, you can't do it inside. And here we are, guys.
Yo, it's an L for the cameraman. It's an L for the editor.
No, that's a skit.
And he's edited his own wedding.
That's a skit.
All right, let's
that's a skit.
Okay, let's watch. Bruh, this would be a red pill wedding because everybody I saw in the audience was just dude.
All right, guys. Welcome to our wedding. This is going to be a very sort of informal thing. There is no what do they call it? An officiant? Pastor. Yeah, I'm the officiant. Okay. I'm the officiant, and I run this. So we're going to exchange vows. She's got a few words for me. I've got some words for her. And then I will, by the power vested in me, Donovan Sharp, she's mine.
Got word for her? Would you want to be my hoe and only hoe for the rest of our lives?
He loves people clapping. I refuse to believe that.
Hold on. The reason why they don't have an officiator is because red pill people don't believe in marriage. They think that it's a scam, and that any guy that gets married to a woman, she's just gonna steal all your alimony and everything, even though all these guys are broke anyway. So red pillars always say don't get married.
That's family and friends. Because I don't care how cringy and red pill you are, there is no way your family and friends would clap at that kind of speech. I think this guy paid people to be in the audience.
All right. Yeah, gas me up. Hey.
Go. Alright, ready?
I'm ready.
Each day, when we wake up, we choose one another. You have taught me that the rent is due every day and not to take things for granted.
The rent is due every day and to not take things for granted.
This is good. Stop. You can shit this off.
Each day, when we wake up, we choose one another. You have
You agree that the guy should probably never get married, right? Seems like a lose-lose. What? No, of course you should. If you want a person to start making big sacrifices for you, like if you're gonna have a child with somebody, you should absolutely get married. The woman's prerogative absolutely is to get married, and you should want to get married too, 100%.
taught me that the rent is due every day and not to take things for granted. A healthy garden takes watering, pruning, and attention in order to flourish. Thank you for demanding the best in me always. I promise to stand beside you, walk behind you, and be a reliable source of peace for you.
Promise to stand beside you, to walk behind you, and to be a reliable source of peace for you. Okay, that's nice words. I like that.
I promise to show
Oh no.
you my love through my actions, words, and thoughts. Together our lives are great, and the sky is the limit. I love you, and I'm happy to be with you. Yo-yo.
Good words, baby. Cindy, it's been a hell of a ride. And the way we met was very unorthodox. Our relationship is very unorthodox.
In which cases should a long-term relationship not get married? I mean, if you don't want to deal with any of the bullshit, make sure you check out the common law rules in your state. But I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. But if the woman is going to start making huge sacrifices, then the protections that marriage provides are essential. Any guy that, if you're a woman and a guy tells you that like he doesn't believe in marriage and he wants to have kids, that's like the biggest red flag in the world. That's the same as him being like a rapist or a fucking murderer. Like just run as fast as you can.
Orthodox. You're wearing a wedding ring now because
if you're both planning on continuing to work and you just split expenses and shit, then I guess you don't really ever have to get married.
Our relationship is very unorthodox. You're wearing a wedding ring now because
I found out you were a single mom, and I still got with you, even though I think getting with single moms is a waste of time. And I've been lying to everyone about the fact that you're a single mom. It's been a wild ride. It's crazy.
You did.
How much we've been lying about who you are and what you've done, your age, everything else, because you're actually much older than I originally claimed. But I lied because I have an image to maintain.
Because, well, you know, there you go. You've been learning for 7.5 years. But, you know, like I said, I bring out the best in you. But you make me happy. You really do. I was happy before you.
You know what I thought he was going to say? I thought he was going to say, I bring out the best in you, but you don't really bring out the best in me. I do that myself. I bring out the best in me. I bring out the best out of you. Because, listen, I don't really need you. I just need my homies. Because men and women can't be, I don't know, just.
Homie double home, homie double home, do the homie.
Do the homie. That's what it makes me think of.
Learning for 7.5 years, but you know, like I said, I bring out the best in you, but you make me happy.
I like how it started with you. I bring out the best in you. It sounded like he was about to compliment her, and he went, no.
And then it doesn't.
I make you better, stupid.
I was happy before you, and if you and I decide to part ways for whatever reason, I'll be happy without you.
Why?
I don't care what nobody says. There's never a day in life where you convince me this is not the most loserish shit ever. You want to love
I completely disagree with what you said. I don't know how much thought was behind what you said. What?
the woman that you love and
Why is the divorce rate so high? I don't know. People get divorced. They don't like each other anymore.
share these kind of weird vows, and that's fine. Doing this for content, doing a Q&A afterwards, doing vows where you're essentially like, yo, I was happy before you, and I'm going to be happy after you. It's like, holy
But
shit.
I'm happy about the way you made me happy because I made you. That's crazy. That's a crazy bar. That's a crazy bar. I was happy before you. I'm going to be happy after you.
Yo.
But I'm happy to be with you because I made you. Where you going?
Yo, deadass, when red pill dudes do marriages, I feel like it got to be like this. Yo, listen, I'm killing it.
Did you bring a whole lot?
I'm killing it, baby.
Did you bring a whole?
I made you. I did everything. Huh? Hey, look at me. I marry me, baby. I pronounce us me and me.
For eternity. You wasn't about to kiss yourself?
I kiss myself every night. How can I not? You ever catch a mirror and catch a reflection? When you a red pill man, you gotta.
This fucking guy, dude. Donovan.
Blue pill beta bitches.
And I've never really had someone like you. I really haven't. I'm glad that I made you into the woman you are today, and I'm glad that you.
I'm not even saying don't get married. I'm confused as to why that has to be the thing that makes a relationship serious versus the relationship itself. I don't think you needed to be serious. I don't give a fuck about marriage personally. But if you're going to have a child with somebody, or if you're going to ask somebody to make huge sacrifices in their career financially, they need some kind of like assuredness or some kind of like commitment from the guy to make sure that their life isn't going to be fucking destroyed if you guys end up splitting up. I think marriage is a really important protection for whoever's going to make sacrifices in a relationship for the betterment of the combined relationship.
Continue to hold that standard. Success is really, really cool to have, to be financially successful, but it's much, much sweeter when you have someone like you to share it with. And so, by the power vested in me, I pronounce us man and wife.
Did he say man?
What kind of sacrifices might one make outside of kids? You sacrifice your career, you sacrifice working years in your life, so huge earning potentials and like some level of autonomy and independence. Women are usually more harshly impacted by divorces than men are. When you look at chances to get into a new relationship, whoever is burdened with the responsibility of childcare afterwards, and then whoever is more financially burdened afterwards, like generally you just get fucked. And that's even if you are married. Yeah, if somebody's saying they want to have a kid with you and they don't even want to get married to you, that's like, holy shit, you're asking for a huge... That's a huge commitment.
A wife? Did he say that?
Yeah. Because he's a man.
Because he doesn't want to be a husband?
No. Because that would be simpish. That's logic.
No, but if that's your wife, then you're her husband. I don't even understand that.
No.
Really, really cool to have, to be financially successful, but it's much, much sweeter when you have someone like you to share it with. And so, by the power vested in me, I pronounce us man and wife.
Clap up. How about majority of people who aren't religious? Nothing I just said had anything to do with religion, my friend.
Okay, so now that we're officially married, I guess we'll take questions from the audience. We're gonna do 10 minutes of questions, then we're gonna...
It's a skit. No questions at the end of your wedding? Anybody got questions? Yo, when's the last time you banged? Other question. Is she going to be your only one? No.
I think this is his viewers. I think this is an event he runs for his viewers.
Probably. That I can get behind that.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I will say this is innovative. I have never heard of a wedding with a Q&A. But in this content-driven world, even this is not surprising. I mean, if y'all niggas hate marriage so much, then just don't do it. I don't understand this. Like, okay, jokes aside and laughing at how stupid this guy looks. Like, red pill dudes complain about marriage all the time. I would never get the state involved, yada, 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 yada. Okay. Then what's the point of y'all getting married? You guys are not getting married in a religious context. You're not getting married in a governmental context. What the fuck? You're not even getting married in front of friends and family to, like, see families united. You're doing this in front of subscribers. What the fuck is the point of this? Are you to announce your wife?
What's the point?
To your audience? Just tell her she's your wife and that's it.
Well, don't you think it's just that, I don't know, it's their universe. So you're presenting your...
Were you married to the chick you had a kid with? I'm not trying to troll you or anything. Just trying to understand where your opinion is coming from. Where my opinion is coming from is literally what I just said. What would my background have anything whatsoever to do with whether or not I was married when I had a kid? How does that influence anything I just said? No, we weren't married because we weren't supposed to have a kid. That was Nathan is the Antichrist, okay? The Mastooks baby, okay? A mistaken oops that I love very much, okay? Unless he becomes a serial killer or does some other fucked up shit, in which case, fuck you, Nathan.
Your wife in front of your universe, so therefore, why not? Bro, I'm trying. So,
keep going.
So, okay. So.
Stop laughing.
I'm trying.
This is a serious matter.
You stop laughing.
But,
yeah. You can't tell me to stop laughing if you're laughing.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I can't. No, I'm giving you a choice, Neil.
Did they take down the full video from? Wasn't I think? Oh yeah, Pearl was there. I don't know if they went over that in this or not.
Or you have Donovan Sharp. The blue pill will plug you back into the.
Why do red pillars hate marriage so much when they like to LARP as religious people? Because they don't like the state being involved. They made a video on Tim Pool. Yeah. Why did you always say you're open borders and now you suddenly pretend that no one is open borders on Piers Morgan's show? First of all, if I've ever said that I'm open borders, it's like on a highly abstracted level. Generally, having immigration controls is good. You generally want to know who's coming in and out of your country. If I've ever said I'm open borders, I've said it in like a purely abstract, like, well, I think for economic reasons or whatever, if you could do it, like open borders is probably the best thing. But I don't think I've ever said like, yeah, we should be open borders as a country. That's not a serious policy position I've ever had. Also, it wasn't about my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure it had to do with, are there any mainstream Democrats who are actually pushing that opinion? No, you have elaborated on several occasions. Oh, well, my bad, I guess. I must have been super open borders in the past, and I guess I've just forgot it, or please dictate my policy positions more to me.
She dropped the bomb on me. Is
there a single fucking country in the entire world that has open borders? No, I don't think. Well, there might be some failed state, I guess, depending on how technical you get.
She dropped the bomb on me. I said, did you have sex with anybody else by the 10 days we wasn't with each other? She said, yeah, I did. You're a fucking slut. You're a slut. And if it wasn't because of me being a stand-up dude, I would have had you lock her ass up and put her the fuck away. Goddamn, 10 days? 10 days. 10 days you fucking somebody else. 10 days. We stopped talking for 10 days. This wasn't 30, 90 days, 4 or 5 months. This is 10 days. Damn. Boom, boom, boom. That's how fast it happened. Boom.
What?
She dropped.
Hold on. I haven't done these in a while. I haven't done these in like 3 days, okay? I get one. Hold on. I get one. I get one. He could be the brother of Hold on. They even have the same expression. Hold on. My God. A little bit. A little bit.
Dropped the bomb on me. I said, did you have sex with anybody else by the 10 days we wasn't with each other?
I get this one. I absolutely get this one.
You're a slut. And if it wasn't because of me being a stand-up dude, I would have had you lock her ass up.
For sure.
And put her the fuck away. Goddamn, 10 days? 10 days. 10 days you fucking somebody else. 10 days. We stopped talking for 10 days. This wasn't 30, 90 days, 4 or 5 months. This is 10 days. Damn. Boom, boom, boom. That's how fast it happened. Boom. She dropped the bomb on me. I said, did you have sex with anybody else by the 10 days?
I get this one. If I don't get this one, you guys can't be trusted with anything, okay? Oh my God. This might be our biggest W ever. The biggest W ever. Ever. 75, 76, 77%. My God. Hell fucking yes.
Honest to God, I don't think any singular human being legitimately believes this.
Believes
okay?
What?
Let me just say this. Like I think it's crazy that they put me below. Like they're saying like InfoWars, OAN, and Hasanabi, like two sides of the same coin. I'm sorry, dude. If you consider to me, honest to God, I don't think any singular human being legitimately believes this. Okay? Let me just say this. I don't think a person actually unironically goes like, Hassan, you are basically like the left-wing equivalent of Alex Jones. Like I know that like Destiny's community tries to say that all the time, which is kind of funny because I'm literally at the fucking DNC right now.
Hold on. Don't we call him left-wing Steven Crowder? I thought we called him left-wing Steven Crowder more than left-wing Alex Jones. No?
And I have interviewed journalists and politicians who have openly been like, I'm a fan of you, and I love what you're doing. So I think that like puts it into perspective a little bit when you see so many fucking journalists come up and be like, yeah, I love your work. Maybe that puts it into
journalists in big air quotes there.
A little bit of a different framework for a lot of fucking desperate losers online who constantly are like, yo, you're the same as Alex Jones. But like, still, regardless of that equation, okay, the fact that like someone would be like, oh bro, you're the Alex Jones of the left, like, dude, this guy got a $1 billion fucking like defamation suit for directly contributing to the plight of Sandy Hook school shooting victim families. Like, what are you saying? If you can find anything that is like, if you can find anything, and I'm being really genuine right now, if you can find anything that is even remotely like anything that is 1/10 as bad as that I have done, hats off to you. 1/10, which would not put me under Alex Jones or under Breitbart. Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, ultimately it doesn't really matter because, like I said, this is just like something that people love posting about on Twitter, but that's it. Okay, that's it. Who is the LeBron James are streaming? I am. What is this? Israel ranks #1 new list of non-apartheid countries that are...
Wait, somebody said he mentioned something about suing me. Was that a lie? Did you just say that to get me to click this stupid video?
Fun to visit. Caucasians all over the world has voted Israel as #1 non-apartheid country to visit this summer. Anyway, it's like an Onion article, dude. It's not real, by the way. That's a meme. Do you have thoughts on stuff like Ground to sort articles by bias? Ground News seems fine. I don't really know anything about Ground News in general. I've like never worked with them. I know they sponsor a lot of people, but this is my Ground News. You know what I mean? Like
Twitter. A fascist who's rooting for Trump is Netanyahu. But the Dems seemingly have no issues with sending him endless arms forever under the auspices of Israel's right to defend itself.
You know, 60,000 views, 100,000 views, all that good stuff. You know, and I had some pretty good runs. But, you know, just been kind of up and down and yo-yo. But anytime I post a video, I'm losing subscribers. It's just, at this point, it really is just kind of useless. It really is just kind of useless to be on YouTube. I mean, I'll be on YouTube, you know. I mean, obviously, if, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to stop being Donovan Sharp. But I am going to start prioritizing my other businesses. Because it's getting to the point to where this is just not, it is so time consuming. It's just not worth the time. It's not worth the time anymore. It's really not. It's not worth the time to prep. It's just not worth it. It's just not. It's not profitable. And listen, man, I mean, a lot of people can say, well, you know, you're doing this. You're supposed to be doing this as a labor of love. Yeah, you know what? Time is money and money is time, guys. My time is valuable to me. Yes, I'm well off financially, but that doesn't mean that does not mean that I have to just waste my time, you know. I need to be doing things. I need to be doing things that are going to be making me money on a consistent basis. And and unfortunately, YouTube and Rumble and this whole Donovan.
I thought you just said he had multiple businesses on the side.
Thing, it just no longer does it anymore. Yeah, I mean, listen, is it profitable? Yeah, you know, I'll make a few $1,000s a month, but it's just at this point, guys, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it anymore. So yeah, listen, I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue doing the dating show breakdowns and my podcasts. And
what does he think a labor of love is? What does he think that means?
And all that good stuff. Like I said, I'm never ever going to go away, but like I'm done trying to gain subscribers. I'm just tired of it. It's gotten to the point to where it's just no longer profitable. So I'm just going to do this for fun, to be honest with you. I'm going to do this for fun. Pardon me, good Lord. So I'm just gonna do this for fun. I'm not trying to gain subscribers anymore. I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I want, man. I'm gonna talk about what the hell I want. I'm gonna continue to bring you guys truths and all that, but this will be the last week. This will be the very last week where I talk about any of my courses, whatever the case may be. I think I'm probably just gonna cut it all off on Sunday. Cut off all my courses. I'm gonna have a big sale. It'll be It'll be this week all the way through till Sunday. Listen, you guys, I'm slashing everything. I'm slashing all the prices. Everything is dirt cheap.
Jesus.
At some point, I'm just not gonna have. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it anymore. I'm tired of paying for things that just aren't making me any money. And I'm tired of spinning my wheels, man. Doing this is very, 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 very time consuming. It's very, very difficult to do this job very well. And what it comes down to what it really comes down to is that there are things that are outside of my control that ended up really just kind of fucking up my channel. I've got an army of incels that are constantly reporting.
Should have taken me up on that debate.
My channel, listen, Coach Greg Adams just hit 100,000 subscribers on his second channel. He was at this dude was at 80,000, 90 subscribers. He's got 2,800 people watching him. I've got 173,000 subscribers. I barely get over 200. I can't remember the last time I had 300 live viewers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw my weight into what
My
is
other
profitable.
businesses?
At this point, and if it's not profitable, I'm not fucking with it. That's just all there is to it. So, at any rate, without further ado, let us go ahead and get into today's daily dating show breakdown. When we last left off, Tom left Maria at the altar.
I'm sorry. One more video. Why modern relationships are in the toilet. One more video. Just one more. One sec. Let me grab some waters. One thing I will say, though, the $2,000 that I paid Aba&Preach to make the hit piece video on Donovan, I didn't think that would work initially, but I guess it all factored in at the end. There was so much money behind the scenes. People were paying so much money to take Donovan Sharp down. There was huge bounties on making hit pieces on him and going after his private life. It was insane how many people were coordinating behind this. And then making friends with Edward, that guy at YouTube, his current wife's ex or whatever, man, the fact that guy can control the algorithm, man, in the end, that was instrumental in taking him down. The only person who was close to cracking the case was Rollo. He definitely was the closest to figuring out the truth behind everything, but...
Candidate meets a company's requirements.
They are trained and then hired temporarily to be evaluated for a certain period of time.
If the candidate successfully completes the training...
Why do you think he actually failed? A combination of reasons. For this, it's a combination of, in the red pill spaces, every single person that you like has to be a role model for every single part of your life. Everything, right? This was exemplified when I was talking to Sneeko, and Sneeko was like, why do people even watch Charlie? Why would you want to be him? And it's like, why the fuck? Like, the first thing I'm thinking in my mind is, why would I want to be a person just because I'm watching them? Maybe I just enjoy watching them for some aspect of their personality. It doesn't mean I have to want to be that type of person. So I think a lot of these red pillars, whatever content creator you watch, they have to exemplify every single trait that you want in life. Donovan Sharp clearly doesn't. That's one part. The second part was, I think that the lying about his personal life lost him a lot of credibility. The fact that he married a single mom, which I think is great. If they love each other, that's cool. But then lied about the fact that his stepdaughter? No, daughter-in-law. No, stepdaughter. Stepdaughter, right? Yeah, stepdaughter. The fact that he lied about that girl for so long, saying that that was like his niece, and completely misrepresented the fact that she was actually his stepdaughter, because the person he married was a single mom. I think he lied about her age as well. Yeah, that's really brutal. The fact that red pill advice in general, the new version of red pill, just doesn't work. Like, at least if you followed old MGTOW stuff or old red pill stuff, even if it was sexist or manipulative, at least it still worked. It would get you results. None of this new stuff does. And all of this is fantastical. It doesn't trace to real relationships. It doesn't even work as like manipulative pickup strategies. It's just like stuff that will never work in any way, size, shape, or form. There's just like a combination of things. That, and then like the entire red pill world kind of receding once the Tates ended up getting kind of kicked into jail. And then they pulled the plug on their support for the world. There weren't very many good content creators in the red pill space. You kind of had Sneeko, but then he grifted off into the Muslim shit because he's retarded. You had the Tates were really big, but then the jail shit and the sex trafficking kind of hurt them. Fresh and Fit is like literally the only pillar remaining. They're trying to branch out a little bit more. Everybody else is just kind of a loser. Rello is a loser. You can tell by looking at him. Donovan Sharp is a loser, unfortunately. Sorry, but Pearl is a fucking loser, grifter, retard. Like, all these people are just, yeah. Not to be mean, not to be an asshole, and not to say that I told you so, okay? But I did say I would outlast all of these people. Obviously, I have, because I will continue to, because I am the cockroach. Or, as they say in my Cuban heritage, La Cucaracha, El Cucaracho, that never dies, okay? El Esta no muerte. I don't know. I think it's some combination of words. I will not die, okay?
If a candidate meets a company's requirements,
They are trained and then hired temporarily to be evaluated for a certain period of time.
if the candidate successfully completes the training,
They are offered employment by the company.
but their employment is conditional,
If the employee is late too often, misses too many days, or doesn't meet the company's standards,
they're fired.
employers have every right to terminate the employees who don't measure up to the company's standards.
Is this controlling?
Of course not. The company's not forcing them to be there.
And if employees don't like the policies of a company,
Then they have every right to leave if they choose to.
and no one calls the company toxic, controlling, or insecure,
So why is it that when men express their conditions for their commitment,
they get called toxic, controlling, and possessive?
so you can respect the boundaries and requirements of your employer,
But not your man's?
you're willing to let a company evaluate you based on their experiences,
But a man can't evaluate you based on his?
you're willing to earn a position at a company,
But you're not willing to earn your position with a man?
you're willing to do what's necessary to keep your job,
But you're not willing to do what's necessary to keep your man?
you're good with the company's policy that too many absences get you fired,
But a man withdrawing his commitment if you go to the club is toxic or possessive?
when your company trains you, it's perfectly normal.
But your man training you is somehow treating you like a dog?
Also, I fully admit I grew up a nerd, and even in today, as much as whatever, I'm still like nerdy, techie, whatever, like in that world. And I grew up in Nebraska. Genuine question, though. How many people go to the club? Because when I listen to red pillars talk about this shit, it feels like, is that like, do 90% of girls want to go to the club? Is that like a normal thing? I don't know if in my entire life, if I've ever heard a girl say like, man, I really want to go to the club. But maybe maybe it's in some cities. I don't think I've ever heard this like string of words come out of a girl's mouth in my entire life. I want to go to the club. I've heard of like going out to like bars or going drinking, or even going to like dive bars and stuff. I've never met a girl who didn't want to go to the club. Base.
You were okay with working as a temp on probation so that the company could make sure you could do the job.
But you're not okay with a man making sure that you'd be a good girlfriend before he commits?
You're good with proving your worth to your company every day.
But you're not willing to prove your worth to your man every day?
You're okay with not getting a paycheck if you don't work.
But you're not good with not getting commitment if you act single?
You understand that if you suck at your job, you're going to lose it.
But if you suck as a girlfriend and he dumps you, you lose it?
You're okay with submitting to your boss.
But submitting to your man is oppressive?
This is why relationships are a show.
Women value their jobs more than their relationships.
Are there companies out there who treat their employees poorly?
Of course there are.
And are there men out there who treat women like dog who don't deserve it?
Yes.
But what both of these scenarios have in common
is that they're not being forced to stay in that relationship or in that job.
So if you want better employment options,
be a better employee.
And if you want better dating options,
then be a better woman.
Nobody is entitled to their job.
And no woman is entitled to a man's commitment.
There are conditions to your employment.
And there are conditions to his commitment.
And if you can't or won't meet those conditions, find another job or another boyfriend.
But complaining that a man isn't committing to you because you don't qualify
is the same as complaining that a company won't hire you because you're not qualified.
So if you can understand that companies have a process because they know what works and what doesn't,
then you can understand that men with options also have a process because they know what works and what doesn't.
If a company fails to vet, evaluate, or train a new employee,
then that company can't be surprised when that employee turns out to be a bad apple.
Okay, I don't care anymore. Okay. Okay, wait, I'm so sorry. One more. Donovan, Sharp, and Destiny debate the college scam.
The average man in America makes 38 grand a year. Woo! 38 grand. The average woman in America.
Man, I was blue hairing it up and everything.
So make a bullshit business that they're doing. Pearl is a gross outlier. And to be honest with you, she's really not that passionate about this. She's really not. She really isn't. She really isn't. She's passionate about the people that she brings together. You know, she's passionate about. I think she's more passionate about about bringing people together. And she's very passionate about that. Getting big names in the same room. She's passionate about that. She's not passionate about this. Doing the Saucecast or doing debates or things like that. No, she's passionate about highlighting the differences between men and women, how delusional modern women are, et cetera, et cetera. Wildemar Perez Jr. with the $5 super chat says, "Yep, I make $57K, 0 certs, 0 college, but lots of common sense and hard work. I did what made money, and now I can waste money. What love? LOL." Exactly. Men, we don't have the luxury. We don't have the luxury to do what we're passionate about. We really, really don't. Mike Steele says, "Yep, women are more communal and are more interested in people." That's exactly right.
This is a constant conversation that we have.
I know.
Should you follow the money or should you follow your passion? Wherever those, for me, follow the money, because once you make the money, you can work on your passion.
There you go.
I did work in finance for 15 years,
there you go.
Made money, and now I'm passionate about this shit. I still do my job, but this is what I'm passionate about.
Find me the story of him and the 19-year-old college girl, please, God. That's the only one. That's the only one I want. And then we're done. And then we're done with this. I know Aba&Preach covered it, but there was an original video somewhere.
This guy was a corn.
Oh, he posted it himself.
I'll tell you guys a story about the worst. I'm gonna give you guys the Reader's Digest version of the girl that I love the most. This story it's absolutely crazy. To make a very long story very short, I started paralegal school when I was 31 years old, and there's this hot 19-year-old in my class. We took a shine to each other immediately, right?
Okay, that's not too bad. He started paralegal school. Okay, mind fucked by a 19-year-old girl. It happens, all right? He was probably, 21, 22?
It was a great relationship. We spent every day together, blah, 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 blah. Red flag number one that I didn't even think about. One day, I had a headache in class because I suffer from migraines, and she recognized that. She says, "What's wrong?" I said, "Well, I've got a headache." She's like, "All right."
Oh, shit, he already said his age. Oh, fuck. Yeah. He already said 30. He's 30 years old. Okay, but it happens. Okay, 30-year-old, 19-year-old, getting mindfucked. It happens, okay? It happens.
One day, I had a headache in class because I suffer from migraines, and she recognized that. She says, "What's wrong?" I said, "Well, I've got a headache." She's like, "All right." Reaches into her purse, and she gives me this big white pill. I'm like, "What is that?" She says, "It's Vicodin." And I was like, "All right." So I took the Vicodin. Headache is gone. What's a 19-year-old doing with a bag full of Vicodin, right?
More importantly, what's a 30-year-old doing just taking a Vicodin from a 19-year-old?
And I was like, "All right." So I took the Vicodin. Headache is gone. What's a 19-year-old doing with a bag full of Vicodin, right?
She's a drug dealer, right?
No problem at all. Red flag number two. She had homemade tattoo on her wrist, right? Told me she got it when she was 15. Hold on. Red flag number three.
I like how these are even in the same ballpark. Okay. I mean, it's not the best idea, obviously, but I've known girls that like, oh, yeah, me and my friend, when we were, we learned how to do homemade tattoos, we did a dumb thing. It's like, it happens, right? But that's not even in the same world as 19-year-olds like, oh, hey, bro, you need some Oxy? You okay? You got a headache? Let me help you out here, buddy.
Red flag number three. She had a 6-year-old. She was 19 years old.
Like, one of these things is not like the other. How much do you hate tattoos? You're like, drug dealer, homemade tattoo, and was pregnant at 12 years old. Like, how are these in the same world?
6-year-old, which means what class? She had her child at 13, which means she was having at 12. It gets even better. The baby daddy was in prison at the time we were dating. Statutory EPAR. Here's the reason why they didn't throw the book at him with Jessica's Law. It's because she testified to the jury that she seduced him, and the jury actually bought it. The jury actually bought it. So let's set the scene. So my birthday, I open up Facebook to get all the birthday love. She left her account open on my computer on Facebook. I scrolled through, saw all kinds of stuff, drove to her place. I said, I want you to be honest with me. Have you cheated on me? I wanted her to lie to me. And I wanted her to lie to me so I could just keep up the delusion. She said, honestly, yes. That is the worst emotional pain I've ever felt in my life. To this day, I never will. Dude, I went to her bathroom. I puked, ripped off the necklace. She's blowing me up at work all day long. I'm sorry. I can't pick up the phone. So,
okay, it happens. 19-year-old Vicodin dealing mommy with homemade tattoos and an ex who's a felon. It happens, okay? Even when you're 30. Okay, we're not perfect, all right? But, they cheat on you, you live, you learn. And you don't repeat those same mistakes.
Sorry, I can't pick up the phone. So finally, I picked up the phone. She's like, hey, I'm sorry, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, da-da-da-da. She's like, look, I want to come to your place. I have a birthday surprise for you. So she comes over, she has like this little cupcake, and she bought me a watch that she knew I was looking at. Then she turns around and lifts up her shirt. There was my name tattooed on the small of her back. Dude, my hand to the man. So I was back in her clutches. Things went...
Oh, well, I mean...
It was all downhill from there. Guys, this story gets so much worse.
How old were you?
I was 31. I was 31 years old. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say 17.
Oh, no. So she continued cheating on me, right? So I'm always trying to catch her. I lost my job. I lost the place that I was at. The car that I had was paid for because I paid cash for it. It broke down. I didn't have a job, so I couldn't get it fixed. I'm evicted. I ended up having to live with a couple of her drug addict friends in a quasi crack house. Both people were on felony probation.
What?
You can't make this up. Both people, the guy and the girl, were on probation for felony possession. They were on felony probation, ankle bracelets, the whole nine. And so I lived there, and so I had to live there, right? And so finally, and I kept trying to get back with her. September 16th, baby daddy gets out of prison. Okay, baby daddy gets out of prison. I called her up on September 15th. I said, you know what? I can't do it. I think you still love Ben. I can't do it anymore. Dude, she cried her eyes out. Hung up the phone. I stayed up all night long. I couldn't sleep. So I called her up. The next day. I was like, hey, meet me at this gas station. Then I called up my brother and I borrowed $800.
Oh no. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? One more time.
Meet me at this gas station. Then I called up my brother.
Do you think that's a sound effect they have in the background, like as a meme?
The next day, I was like, hey, meet me at this gas station. Then I called up my brother and I borrowed $800. He gave me $800. I went to the jewelry store. I bought her a ring, proposed to her. I proposed. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, it gets worse. I swear to God. People wonder why I speak with such conviction about these things. Dude, look.
Jesus Christ, Donovan.
It gets worse. So she says yes, right? So now, all of her friends are like, oh, she's getting engaged. Well, eventually she started fucking the baby daddy behind my back.
Of course.
So we were in this love triangle.
Listen, if you want an advanced, okay, I'm gonna give you, ordinarily, despite how retarded my subreddit is and despite how dumb other communities are, okay, most of my relationship advice is just bog standard shit that anybody that's not fucking retarded will tell you, okay? Most of it's bog standard shit. Now, however, I'm gonna give you some experimental shit, okay? Keep this in the back of your head. You don't have to believe everything I say, okay? You don't even have to believe this, but keep this in the back of your head, all right? These are advanced level, mind thoughts, all right? If you are dating somebody and they were dating somebody, and that person broke up with them. This is getting a little stalkerish, but it's good to just have an awareness of their ex and that person's relationships, because if you're ever in a situation where it seems like your ex is, or your current dating person is all of a sudden interested in somebody that they were dating before they got dumped by, who became single, those situations, it's time to get the fuck out immediately. You can vibe that out and feel it immediately. If you see that, if you sense that, you gotta dip. You gotta dip the fuck out. Don't ever fight that, okay? You'll always lose, all right? That's my, okay, just as a warning, all right? Some people will disagree with that. Some people say no. They've moved on. They haven't moved on. Unless you're like 14, 15, like that's when they were dating. If you're past 20, once you're past 18 years old, everything is set in stone. People cannot change. They don't change. They never change, okay? Don't waste your life, all right? Be careful. Be careful on that.
Anytime she was pissed off at me, she'd go and fuck him. Anytime she was pissed off at him, she would come and fuck me. So finally on
okay, that's based.
Thanksgiving, I had to call my family. This was in North Carolina. My brother comes out into this quasi crack house, and he's kind of looking around, and they're all looking up at him like, "That's your brother?" And of course we look alike. And so I'll never forget, man. I'm telling my brother about the situation. He's like, my real name's Alex. He says, "Alex, what are you doing?" And I said to him, "Dude, you don't choose who you love." I still loved her. So he drives me back after Thanksgiving dinner. This girl calls me up and tells me that she was now engaged to be married to Ben, right?
Uh-oh.
I'm crushed. I'm heartbroken. I'm crestfallen. I'm doing pills. I'm doing drugs.
From the time that you recognized the tattoo and she had a...
I'm doing pills. I'm doing drugs. What?
Crestfallen. I'm doing pills. I'm doing drugs.
From the time that you recognized the tattoo and she had a 6-year-old to this time, how long has time progressed?
I met her...
Tim Pool tried to critique Dawkins on trigonometry for his take on free will. Wait, what? Link me that.
The first day of the second semester, so right in January. So this happened between January. This happened in one calendar year. So I'm telling you, can't make this stuff up. So now I've lost her forever. So now I'm doing drugs and all this other kind of stuff. During the time I was living at that quasi crack house, they were telling me, yeah, she this guy, that guy. During the summer, she lost an exorbitant. She was already a small girl. Yeah. She lost an exorbitant amount of weight. I found out that she was shooting heroin all summer long. I had no idea. She kept, dude, it was unbelievable. So anyway, New Year's Day comes.
All considered, is that really that unbelievable?
Around. Oh, wait a minute. Let me back up. December 10th, the guy. So it's a boyfriend and girlfriend in the crack house. Uh-huh. The guy. I was at the library. Listen, the probation officer arrested the guy. So then he's in jail for probation violation. So it's just me and his girlfriend. I had no interest in her. It was not like that at all. Well, he was feeling some type of way about the fact that I was staying there. So he called his landlord and told him that I was staying there without their permission. New Year's Day, little Jamaican man comes to the door. He points at me. He's like, "You don't live here. And if you're not out of here by 9 o'clock the next morning, the sheriff will come and put you out." Called my brother again. I was like, "Dude, I'm going to be homeless." So he bought me a bus ticket to Atlanta, and I go down to Atlanta where my mother and brother were living, and kind of started over then. So I lived.
What happened to this guy happened to you. What would you have done differently? If you're being crazy, it's okay to be crazy sometimes. You just have to have an awareness that you're being crazy, and don't make any huge commitments, okay? It's okay to fuck up if you know you're fucking up. That's okay. That's the idea you got. As long as you know you're fucking up, then fuck up. It's when you don't know that you're fucking up that you're really fucking up, okay?
Lived in Atlanta for 6 months, decided to...
You think the story's made up? It's just so ridiculous to be in the situation? I mean, it could be made up, but it also, when people get really obsessed with people, especially if they feel like they don't have a lot of options, people are very easy to manipulate, especially in relationships. Especially women can do it really well. Men probably can too. I just don't have experience dating men, but I imagine if you got a person that you liked at least at one point in time, and they're being like, "Oh, please, one more chance, come on, it'll be different." There's a huge part of you that wants to believe this thing. So
my mother and brother were living, and kind of started over then. So I lived in Atlanta for 6 months, decided to move to Vegas. That's a whole big long story. A couple of months into living in Vegas, I get a phone call from a mutual friend of ours, me and the girls, right? And she's like, "You are never going to believe this." I was like, "What happened?" She said, "Ben is dead." I was like, "This is her husband now, right? The baby daddy. They got married." She says, "Ben is dead. Here's what happened." 2 weeks after she married this guy, she started having an affair, right? She started cheating on him.
She's a lovely lady.
Dude, So the story goes is that he gave her $20 to go out and get Chinese food. She took her daughter with her, goes to the guy's house, calls him up and says, hey, I'm leaving you and I'm gonna be here with this guy with the daughter. Of course, he loses his mind. He drives out to the trailer. He starts kicking in the door. The guy on the other side of the door says, if you kick down this door, I am going to shoot you. He kicked down the door and caught a shotgun slug to the chest, done and killed immediately. It gets even worse.
Who even keeps shotgun slugs for home defense? Jesus Christ. Would those over-penetrate like crazy? Would that just explode out your chest? Or do those, I don't even know what the ballistics are like on a shotgun slug.
They had to put an ankle bracelet on her because they suspect that she might be the shooter, right? Let's back up one more time. And again, this is all relevant. This is when I still had my car. I'm driving to her place from work. I get to her place, and there are 3 cop cars in the driveway. I'm thinking it's because of something that happened next door, because the dude was always
probably doesn't mean slug. He's retarded. Oh, true, actually.
Not his girl, right? That's the kind of place this was. The cops were at her place. She got arrested for possession. The people I was staying with had called the cops and ratted her out. So now she's in jail, right? And of course, I have to save my fair maiden. I called up an old roommate and borrowed $1,350 to bail her out. She gets out. I love you. Then goes right back to Ben. So now we fast forward.
I said Ben was dead.
Yeah, wait. I thought Ben just got killed. Or did Ben kill the other guy?
I backed up.
He backed up.
He backed up.
This was before.
Oh, okay.
So you bailed out.
Yep.
Shotguns are way better for home defense than a pistol. Pistols miss like 80% of the time. If you're missing 80% of the time with a pistol, why do you think you're going to hit more often with a shotgun? Your best bet for home defense is your best bet is a rifle. You need AR-15. That's the big boy. Home defense gun. Okay. Just make sure you don't have any neighbors, or make sure your house is made of brick or something on the outside, because you're gonna shoot through your house like crazy.
The young lady who had left you to go back, and when you borrowed the money,
it was back and forth.
You borrowed the money, so you had to pay back this money to someone else who has nothing to do with the situation, and then she went back straight while she had the tattoo of you on her.
Yep.
Okay, keep going. I got like 15 questions to ask you when this is.
I'm almost done. So now we fast forward. So Ben is now dead. I don't know how they got away with it, but he's not the guy's not in jail. She ends up marrying the guy that killed Ben and had another daughter. So in the end,
this was the
Jesus. Shotgun has area of effect. You don't even need to aim. That is not true. Those are video game shotguns, my friend.
original baby daddy.
The original baby daddy is dead. The original baby daddy.
Ben was the original baby.
Ben was the original baby daddy.
Names. Okay.
But the lovely lady went to the guy who killed Ben.
Yes. Now, okay.
So
he ended up.
He killed for love. Why wouldn't you go to that guy? He was the alpha male. He defeated your last husband. So obviously he gets you next.
Marrying the guy who killed her first husband, had another daughter with him. So the father of her first child was killed by the father of her second child. You cannot make this up. And so this is why people always wonder why I'm so passionate and I'm so sure. I have seen the worst. I've been in the worst of the worst situations. It is the worst situation I have ever been in. But to this day, I can freely admit that I have never loved anyone or anything as much as I loved her. And that is my story.
I need this girl to give some girl game. She's getting rings left and right.
You have viscous innards made of plutonium.
It certainly felt like it. It certainly felt like it. The girl, like,
I just want to know.
She was 19. She was 19. She was hot. Had a southern twang. I mean, it was all
we
there.
can hate, but she's gotten more proposals than I have.
Proposals from guys who were clearly either simping or who had gone to jail for having relations with her at 12 years old.
Jesus. Shotguns are almost always recommended for home defense, but you should also have a shorter gun as well. Other types of gun/rounds will go straight through American walls. That's why you use subsonic ammo and a suppressor and a silencer. The reason why is so that when multiple people are breaking into your home, the bad guys can't even hear you killing their accomplices, okay? And you don't have to worry about overpenetration, all right? Okay. Good break. Good diversion. Rip Donovan Sharp. We will miss you. You can still hear silenced. As long as you're shooting subsonic ammo and you have a silencer on the gun and you have Alexa rigged up to play Darude Sandstorm, as soon as you scream code 0, and then you time your shots with the beats, they'll never know. You'll be undetected. What about when 30 Democrats and Klan hoods show up? That's when you gotta get the guns for your kids too, all right? What is that? This is not what I want. Okay. How much do you believe this? Nice link, by the way. That was a not safe for work chariot rider.
Representative, will you commit to opposing a nationwide abortion ban?
Will you commit to putting some sunscreen on those legs? Man, I gotta wear welding goggles out here. They're so wide.
Wait, what? This must be staged, right? This absolutely has to be staged. Hold on. It is. You've got the perfect angle.
Representative, will you commit to opposing a nationwide abortion ban?
You've got him starting at the right time. Everything's captured cleanly on mic.
Will you commit to putting some sunscreen on those legs? Man, I gotta wear welding goggles out here. They're so wide.
Perfect comeback. Camera pan around at the dude. Keeps walking. Absolutely not real. Verified by a true American patriot, okay?
We are in a fucking tin can with a baby in a goddamn echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being fucking okay?
Okay, because you're yelling.
So is the baby.
Okay, so you're a man.
Did that motherfucker pay extra to yell?
Okay.
No.
The baby is yelling. Oh shit. What's your favorite crash out? Oh no.
Hey Ray!
Yo, Charlamagne.
What up, my G?
Envy, what up?
What up, Ray J? What happened, man? What the hell went on?
Are we live?
Yes. Yes.
Charlamagne, Envy, Angela Yee, I promise you, I'ma have Fab call up there, and he's gonna apologize to the Breakfast Club. He's gonna apologize to me for being a broke ass, bitch ass nigga.
Now we gonna let this gotta end peacefully, Ray.
I'm playing games with this shit, nigga.
And I like Ray J a lot, so you're right.
Fuck this nigga. Fuck
Talk
that
to him,
bitch.
Pop.
Fuck that whole team, nigga. I'ma smack the shit out that bitch ass.
Now we gonna try to get Fab on the line and squash.
Now, let's get Fab on the line right now. I'll smack the shit out that nigga.
You can't smack him over the phone, Ray.
On the phone that like niggas, and they gonna rape that nigga. Bend that nigga over and stick it in that nigga booth.
All right,
Oh my
Ray J.
God.
Right,
Oh my
Ray J, right.
God.
All right.
I don't give a fuck.
We gonna squash this out, Ray. Appreciate you calling
I
in.
don't give a fuck.
We gonna talk to him, Ray.
Don't you amp that up, Charlamagne. Stop it.
What? Excuse me?
Hold on. Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro.
I'm gonna stab him.
You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
My favorite
she
movie.
wore a crown and she came down in a bubble, dog.
I'm not fighting with you.
Grow up, bro.
I don't even know what this is.
Get educated, but.
Okay.
Okay, I made a mother.
I'm sorry, other niggas had your bitch outside.
It wasn't my bitch.
Then shut the fuck up in 2020.
You sound dumb. You sound stupid.
Tell her
tic-tac-toe. Why? Crazy.
Oh, he shoots. Show the video. I don't know if someone's about to die or some crazy shit's
Let me
going
ask
on.
you a question. Who is he? Do you want me to? Try to bring me down.
This is true. I don't know if I will ever see anything in my lifetime as unbelievable
back here in the
as this one. I'll never see anything. None of you will ever see anything like this ever again.
U.S. and the harrowing scene in a Las Vegas courtroom, a defendant lunging at the judge who had just sentenced him. Here's Kana Whitworth.
This is the moment a defendant who had just been sentenced attacked a Las Vegas judge. And tonight, that man is now behind bars, facing over a dozen charges, including extortion and battery.
Yeah, I'm good. Are you all right? Yeah, I just smashed my head into the wall.
Attempted battery, he deserved a record.
Multiple DVs. Got a lot going on, sir.
Redden saying he was working to turn his life around, but Judge Holthus denying his request for probation.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the laws of the state of Nevada, this court...
Redden then leaping over the bench, landing on top of the judge and brawling with court officers and attorneys. Minutes later...
This has to be like the start of... It would be like a Disney Channel movie or something. Or no, it wouldn't be. It's too edgy for Disney. It'd be some kind of like feel-good movie where... Like it starts off with some shit like this. And then the guy's in jail and the officer goes to put him in. And the officer looks at him and is like, wait a second, I know you. And the guy's like, you don't know shit about me. And the guy's like, no, your dad. He was the gold medal Olympic high jumper in 2016 before he died in a tragic car accident. And the guy's like, I know nothing about that. And then some other officer would come by and he's like, I know a guy that is training for this. And it's up to you, son. Do you want to turn your life around? And then this would be the starting moment of that movie. It would be this scene. And he would become the best high jumper in the world. Pure Kino. Okay, stop. All right, back to this. Look at the next video.
Back here in the U.S.
What was the next video? Fuck. House sells drugs? Wait, I don't even know what the last thing we just had on was.
Back here in the U.S. and the harrowing
it...
scene in a Las Vegas courtroom, a defendant lunging at the...
Okay. True. There would be a scene. I'm sorry, just this. There would be a scene where this coach is like coaching his like college athletes, and he's watching them. They can't get over that last hurdle, and the assistant coach comes up and he's like, "Coach, you're not even paying attention. Help these kids." And the coach is like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry." And then he sets his phone on the bench, and then it zooms in on the bench, and it's just a TikTok replaying that one guy jumping at the judge over and over again over the thing. He's just watching it, captivated by how much potential he knows that guy still has. Okay. All right. You're describing the plot of this movie. Oh, shit. What is this? Hold on.
The train is ready to leave the station.
The race of the century. Athletes achieving at the highest level.
Growing up wasn't easy. My dad died when I was young, and my mom had to work 2 jobs to support us. My older brother, Nathan, helped raise me.
Wow.
He was my first coach. But there were times where I didn't know whether either of us would make it off the streets. Everything changed when I went to Godolphin University. It was more than athletics there. You know, I got a first-class education, and I found a new family. Professor Brink is the reason why I'm here today. I mean, the 7, the endorsement deals, none of it would be possible without him. Brink even helped inspire my new film, Training A-Train. It's a coming-of-age story, you know, probably the most personal project that I've ever done. I was excited to be reunited with director Adam Bork. We got really close with Dawn of the 7. And he's so quick on his feet. I mean, I'm fast, but his jokes, instant. When he sent me the script for this, it really tugged at my heart. I think people are gonna see a side of me that they've never known. But most importantly, I hope it inspires a new generation of heroes to never give up on their dreams. My run's gonna end one day. The least I can do is be ready to pass that baton.
My God.
You shouldn't sign it.
Remember the dude who thought he was going to John Wick a cop?
No confusion.
Stop! You guys are so unhealthy for me. He grabs the pen.
They're gonna get a unit up here. Put your hands behind your back now. Okay.
With a fucking pencil. It was a pencil, right? I like how he gives up after one stab. What was he expecting to happen? Also, wait, hold the fuck on. Wait, what is this cop's reaction time? Wait, this guy is like, they're sitting here doing nothing. Hold on. Wait, John Wick might be in this video. What the fuck? Whoosh. What is happening here? He's not even looking at him. He like catches him in his peripheral vision. Like his arm, he's like moving into the future. He's like ahead of this dude. Wait, what? He must have caught like the only fit cop in the fucking United States. What the fuck? Like he doesn't even move that far with the pen.
Your hands now. Now.
Do you think he even like got him at all? Like, did he even like poke him? This dog literally crashes out. Okay, this is the last one, okay? You guys have wasted too much time today. Holy shit. Sam Harris and Destiny talk conspiracy theorists. Why did they use
what's happening
Why did
is-
they use the blue hair pic? Wait, is that the album that I linked them? No. Collaboration. Photographs. Oh, fuck. They could have gone with the black and white one. God, I even just linked them black and white pics. Why not use a black and white pic? You know what? I don't care. Triggers everybody else. That's all I want. You won't talk to your old friend Brett Weinstein, but you'll talk to Destiny? I'll talk to Brett Weinstein if he ever wants to. Okay. Oh, I need one more thing for the Pence stuff. Where does the "you're too honest" quote come from? You're too honest. On January 1st, is there a video of anybody talking about this? Like, does Pence or anybody...
In July, former Vice President Mike Pence was campaigning in Iowa, where questions quickly turned to Donald Trump and January 6th.
If it wasn't for
It's just
your
from his
vote,
book?
we would not have Joe Biden in the White House.
Right. I know by God's grace I did exactly what the Constitution of the United States required of me that day. I kept my oath.
Mike Pence and Donald Trump were completely an odd couple that worked very well together.
You know, I love Mike Pence. I think he's great, don't we?
Much against Donald
Worry will always be a day of great sadness for me.
Here's what the latest indictment against Trump tells us about how that relationship unfolded after the Trump.
He pulled in a lot of people that were skeptical of Trump that felt more at ease having Mike Pence at his side. Pence certainly deserves some credit for Trump winning the.
A few days later, when Trump brought it up again, Pence pushed back again, saying he thought it was improper. Trump told him, "You're too honest."
It's just in the indictment. How do you think they got this? Executive privilege probably doesn't help for criminal cases. I don't even know what executive privilege is. I just hear people cite it to avoid the J6 stuff. To resist some subpoenas and other oversight by the legislative and judicial branches. Huh. But it probably, criminal things probably do it. Okay.
Pence.
Hundreds of thousands are going to hate your guts. Wait, where's that quote from? There's no, fuck, it'd be nice if there's something of Pence saying that. Okay, we'll look for, like, video stuff of everything later. Okay. We're done with this Pence stuff. Okay, voter fraud stuff. The Pennsylvania 105K to 150K votes. The Georgia Ruby Freeman lies, and the black box under the table, the burst pipe, the Dominion voting machine lies. Is there anything else? Any other huge lies that we can trace, like from the genesis to the completion of these? Lots of Pence book quotes. Oh, okay. I don't need all these. We're good. We got enough Pence bullshit. Oh, wait. Okay. Make it. There we go. Wait, this. Okay, these are all the black box things. That State Farm video is a big one, which is also more Georgia stuff. The big vote dump. I don't know if I'll include anything about the dump. This is the Pennsylvania thing. President continued. There are more votes than voters. This is this. More Pennsylvania things. Maybe the OAN trucker one? No. If we think about how Gish Gallops work and bad faith actors work, I shouldn't say bad faith actors. If somebody makes all these allegations of voter fraud, you don't really need to knock down all of them. I can just, if I can show like 3 that were very clearly lied about, I think that's plenty substantial enough. Okay. How long is the video going to be? The goal is like 30 minutes, okay? Pennsylvania. Okay. The Pennsylvania vote origination. Examples of people debunking. And then plus Trump repeating the lie after. Final status of the lie. I think this is what I need for all three of these things. Giuliani video. Okay. Antrim is the... Is that the Michigan shit? That is, right? Or is this a different... Is this the county with Detroit or whatever? Or is it a different county? Oh no, that's Wayne County. Okay. Okay. All right, chat. Where was the very first time the Pennsylvania voter fraud lie started? What is the origination of this claim? Where 100,000 people, or it was 105,000 or 100 or 150. He says it at different. He says different numbers sometimes. Okay, let's get out of the executive summary. Do you have the Peter Navarro reports on election fraud? No, that guy's fucking insane. More votes than voters claims in Pennsylvania. Citing 2020 mail-in voter data between created and counted improperly. 276. This was started by Mastriano. Pennsylvania. More votes than voters. Post mixes Pennsylvania primary and general election data, starts vote by mail irregularities. This was posted on our Department of State dashboard, but has since been deleted. Okay, is November 27th maybe the first time? Here's the full response to the claim. Discarded ballots for I'm very specifically looking at just the Pennsylvania claims, because this one gets repeated a lot by Trump. This was posted on November 27th. Do you see the revised indictment? Yep. This was November 7th. I know you're not just linking me random Trump claims when I'm looking for very specific things. Yep, you are. Okay. I just want this one very specific claim. Trying to extrapolate numbers from the statewide Uniform Registry of Electors system based on vote history contained in the full voter export file. It's not an accurate way to reconcile votes cast to the number of voters participated in any individual election. While the SURE system is an important tool for county election officials to record the vote history for every individual registered voter in the Commonwealth, it was never intended to and should not be used to cross-check vote totals for any specific election. Voter records in SURE are constantly updated as new voters register or registered voters move to a different county and have their record transferred, or voters have their record canceled. As a result, voter in Philadelphia County who voted in the November 2020 general election but moved to New Jersey, the next day would have their voter record canceled in the SURE system. When Philadelphia's Board of Electors receives confirmation the voters moved, in that case, journal information and the record of their having voted will no longer be listed in the subsequent FEE files. When was this posted? Page is not dated. Wayback Machine. Oh shit. Fuck. They might have changed the way that their website does URLs. Okay, where are my crazy web dev people at? How do I find out when I think this website, this information was originally posted? What's the claim about dumping ballots for Pennsylvania? No. The Pennsylvania claim was that more people voted than were registered to vote. That was a big claim spread by Trump and his cronies a lot. This is the official Pennsylvania responds more votes than voters. Let's see, the AP News has December 29th. Is the page on the web archive? Yeah, but the web archive doesn't show this page existing until like 2024. But I'm guessing it might be because Pennsylvania changed the URLs or something, so it's not showing anything before that. The claim emerged in a release from... Okay. Oh, they did a press release. Oh, yeah, see, but they've changed it. Okay. All right. Tomorrow we're putting together these three things. Okay. The rest of this should be faster than the Pence shit, hopefully. Okay. Apparently Dan and Dick want to go out to eat, so I'm gonna go to dinner. I love you though. Be careful. Stay safe. Don't die. This article is an embed of the tweet. Thank you. Don't die.